Guys, welcome back to the podcast. I'm joined in studio with Nathan Haywood following his awesome performance and awesome win at Octagon 79, that knockout against your opponent Lukas Chotenovsky.
I thank you, mate. It was obviously a good one for me to get in the bag. Made the rounds on there on social media and stuff, so it's brought me a good bit of attention. It has, so it's been good for me.
How how are things just following that performance, the fight? I mean, I was listening to your interviews and just catching just clips of just people asking about, the follow-up interviews and post conferences after the fight. Just how has it been? Are people not stopping you in the street, shaking your hand, asking for autographs?
No, not quite that now like that, mate. To be fair though, I have definitely picked up a bit popularity from it. I've definitely seen like a big rise in like my social media and stuff like that, like and engagement and stuff. So there's definitely been a few more eyes on us, Diaz, but life's just been pretty normal. There has. I've obviously a few people from around like I work in a shop and like loads of people from around the area know us, so loads of people like from there saying it and that, and people are always saying like, "Oh, well done" and that. But it's not like I'm crazy famous over here or anything yet, mate. But it's it's been all right, lads. It's been nice. I've had a good support from people I have.
Good, good, good. You say you work in a shop. I mean, at some point, as you keep raking in and bringing home those wins, at some point, isn't isn't your manager gonna have to let you go? I mean, you don't get as in there's like a mad rush of fight fans always coming to post pictures with you whilst you're at work. Nothing crazy like that at all.
No, definitely not. Nah, but as far as work goes, obviously I would like fighting just to be my job, but it's just not realistic at the minute. But hopefully it will be in the not so distant future. I don't see why not. Like I'm definitely on the right path for it to be. So shouldn't be too much longer, hopefully. We'll see.
What was the preparation like? How's fight camp? Just your overall, how did you prepare for the fight? Because of course, there was the issue of opponents. I think more than twice, two or three times they pulled out at the last minute, almost.
Yeah. So to be honest, I had like a nightmare with that eye, but like the pullouts weren't so it was basically I like got the two pullouts and I was still training like the whole time pretty much. But then when I got like the last one, I pretty much took my foot off the gas because I was like, Fisher was saying he was going to get as a replacement or a fight, and I was like, aye, but I don't really think so. And plus, I'd I'd banged me thumb up kinda bad, and like it wasn't out over like it wasn't like a proper injury. It just knacked, and like I just saw like obviously I wouldn't have took time off if like I thought I had a fight, but I didn't think I had a fight, so I just had like a week and a bit off, like a week and maybe a couple of days, and then that's when Fisher said I'd got the fight, and I was like, oh, so I was like gutted, but then at the same time, like I sort of rested that, and I sort of felt like I was well rested, and then I put in like a good like extra bit train at the end, so maybe that little break done as good in hindsight. You never know, but obviously it paid off in the fight anyway. But yeah, before that, I was like training, just like it's weird when you don't have a fight. It's like the intensity is just not there the same. Like it's hard to like really match like real like make real like if because you gotta like be motivated by something. Like I know more of it. Like you can be disciplined. Like and I was still training. I was still in the gym. But like there's a difference in intensity when like you really got to fight and stuff. I think. So I was training and I was fit, but then I think next fight I'll definitely be feeling a little bit more. I don't know. I felt pretty calm in this one, to be honest. I don't even know what I'm saying. I felt like pretty good in the back and stuff, before the fight. There was the day before the fight. I was more like, oh, hope I don't like, lads and art. I'm always pretty well prepared. So I don't know. Like, I wasn't even that. I was a little bit worried about my cardio, but like, I was like, 15 minutes. You know what I mean? I can do it.
You didn't feel as if every time there was this opponent, I'm sure for the first few guys it must be beyond annoying, but when you had this like annoying last minute change at the last minute, did you feel like, okay, it's a new opponent, new challenge. I've got to go and go back to the drawing board and study what my opponents what like on the ground, what their footwork, just analyze the sorts of challenge you're going to be facing in the cage come fight day.
To be honest, like it was sort of the opposite of all of them things because like it was on a bigger show. Like I got a fight on Octagon, which is like mint. That's where I wanted to be. Like so, it's like it was in front of loads of people on a big show, which is what I wanted. It was in another country, which I've always wanted to do. Like that's like then like it feels like you actually like going away. Like it's like a big deal to us. So like I like traveling and stuff. So it was good to go away and fight. I enjoyed doing that. Oh, and so what was the question again? It was
No, what was
it
it
was
like?
good.
The opponent,
Sorry.
did you when
Oh,
you had the opponent being changed so many times, did you feel like, okay, it's a new challenge, basically new human being I'm going to be facing in the cage that we'll have to go back and kind of study how this guy fights in the ground, what's he like?
I I just thought like because I watched him and he was like more of a striker, but like there wasn't really much of him like about. But I just looked at him and I thought he was more of a striker. And then he was also like tall, which was like you don't get many guys that are like 6 foot and above, like who are bantamweights. And I think he was touching on 6 foot, maybe. Like so, he was kind of tall. But apart from that, I didn't really think like he presented like great dangers on the ground or anything like that. Like, because I feel like I'm really hard to hold down and stuff. So I just thought like if I can just do my own stuff, I'll do well. So like I didn't really feed too much into looking at him because I just thought I don't really have time to make like a mad game plan of like what he does and his tendencies because I've got too much to focus on myself. So I just thought, you know what, I'm just going to go and do my stuff because I like I've said this before, but he had to like get ready for me really like on 11 days because like he was in the same scenario, but he was getting ready for me and like I'm like quite a niche style. Like he'd probably to be fair, he does have some people in his camp though, like they are like pretty good strikers and stuff like, but like I still don't think that like they do the same stuff as me, even if they're good. Like they do, like it's different. Like it's different when you get in there with someone who's like got like a weird style. But his style's pretty like normal to me.
Yeah. Um, what and you talk about fighting in a different country in a foreign audience, different audiences, not your home base. What was that like as well? Did you feel, say, that there was, um, how do I say, like you were like in enemy territory? There's more pressure that you have to beat this guy. There's more, of a feeling to prove yourself here.
I don't know. I thought I was gonna get it worse than I did. You know, like I thought they were gonna boo, isn't that when I walked out? Like, cause it's
Yeah.
just what it normally happens to the away fighter, especially because I was fighting like a home fighter and stuff, and like I don't know, I just didn't really get it. Everyone was pretty chill. Everyone was nice,
Yeah.
so like didn't I didn't get like a big pop or nothing when I walked out, but people just sort of like few claps
Mm.
here and there, and then like that was it really. Like it wasn't like a massive thing, but
Uh,
it was still like I enjoyed the walkout. There was still obviously loads of people. I sort of soaked it up a bit, like not too much. Like I've definitely went too far in soaking up the walkouts before, so I just got myself at the cage this time. But like I didn't think I didn't feel like I was in enemy territory too much. You know, like I
mm.
felt like everyone was like pretty even Stevens. Everyone was pretty nice, so isn't that so? It was all good on my end.
It's the first time me speaking to Nathan. Can you give me just a bit about your backstory and how you got into combat sports and then niching into mixed martial arts?
Yeah, so I did kickboxing first. So my dad took us to kickboxing when I was a little kid, uh, down at like this like local sports centre where I like lived, and then I did kickboxing there for years. To be honest with you, like since I was like little, and it was called All Styles Kickboxing, which like it was sort of a weird thing because like we sort of were like a mix between like I don't know what you would call it now, like, but like people, I don't even know what you call it, but we call it like fancy pants kickboxing, like with the like long trousers on and the head guards and stuff, where like you can only do kicks to the body and head. Like it was like
Yes.
sort of a mix between that and then like Muay Thai stuff, but then like it was like I don't know, it was like a bit of a mix between, like it was sort of like it was sort of good, but
Mm,
then I started doing karate after that. I did, which was when I was still a kid. And then obviously from there, I went and did MMA. But I did MMA when I was like 14, but I did karate when I was like 14, but I'd done like karate and kickboxing since I was a kid. They're a bit more like kid friendly, aren't they? When like you're a little bit and your mum
yeah.
and dad just put you into something, it's like oh kickboxing and karate. But like MMA when I was like because like me kickboxing instructor's son, he did MMA, so like I sort of watched him and stuff, so I always knew what MMA was. And then obviously I wanted to like do MMA since I was like a kid, really. Like I always wanted to be a fighter. So
Mm,
then as soon as I was 14, I think I had my first like they used to call it like semi-pro. But
Yes,
like
yeah.
it was just like amateur, like it was just like amateur fights. Like it was weird back then because like you could like you wore little gloves, but it was like only body shots. It was like I don't know. It was weird rules for like amateurs, but sport was like even though like I'm obviously a bit later in like the game now, like obviously the sport was still kind of like young then, wasn't it? Like it was still kind of like amateur and like weird, like it like in little shows. But I so then I just did MMA from when I was 14 and then just built up and just kept doing MMA and then until I was like now.
It was mixed martial arts, the side of combat sports that you enjoyed the most. Is it because it's a sport whereby basically you can use every skill in your arsenal, the boxing, your judo, or your BJJ, when you're kind of like competing, you use virtually every skill in your arsenal to compete. Is that what kind of really got you into it?
Um I just liked it. I think obviously, do you know when I was like a proper young kid, like even before I did kickboxing and stuff, I used to watch like the wrestling and stuff. I think so maybe that was like part of it. Like I think like maybe I liked that when I was a kid and then that helped thingy. But I couldn't even name a wrestler now. But I remember when I was a kid, I used to like really love it. Apart from like the old school ones, you know what I mean? But like now I couldn't. I've never watched it in years. But when I was like a proper little kid, I used to watch that. So maybe it was something to do with that. But I was always like a kind of bit of a scrapper when I was a kid as well, you know, like I like so like I think I just enjoyed fighting from being like a young kid anyway.
Mm.
Like I always used to play fighting and like so it was not like a I think it was just like a natural thing for us. It was.
Can you talk a bit about your team and your gym, TFT MMA? Of course, I'm already aware of a lot of the names coming out of there. Daniel Bainbridge, Charles Joyner, James Hendon. I think James Hendon is going to be fighting, competing at Octagon 81, I think. I may have that wrong. In
It's it's announced now, James, isn't it? So seconds I'm just I'll check for you because I can go on Instagram now.
in January
Um
or so in the new year.
yeah, I think it's the first fight of the new year, isn't it?
Yes, yeah.
Dusseldorf. Aye, Dusseldorf, yeah. Yeah.
How are
Oh,
things now? Look, are there any other big names like yourself that we should be, I always ask how things are with the team and who's the upcoming talent basically.
oh God, mate. Now you're gonna make us upset someone now. Do you know what I mean? Like I now have to name one
Sorry,
person out of the gym.
sorry.
There's like 20 amateurs in the gym and you're gonna make us pick one to say to watch out for. Oh my God. Um oh mate, there's so many good people coming through, you know, at the minute there is like I think it's rough just to pick a few, but like I mean, I don't know, there's loads of them.
Mm.
Matthew Day's looking amazing, like he's like an amateur that's like coming through. Bradley Brown, Alfie. Oh my God, there's so many. Literally, I can't. I feel bad now. Then now I'm gonna have to go through everyone. I'm just gonna stop, like, because I'm gonna have to go through everyone. But like, there's so many good amateurs. Obviously, Katrina's just won the IMAF amateur like women's world, and I think she's but I think she's staying amateur for a little while, so she's sort of off the table. I think she's doing that again. I think she's gonna stay doing them for a next one. So. But there's so many amateurs in the gym that are coming through. You know, it's crazy. Like there's amateurs that like I roll with that are like definitely competitive with me. They're like then like strike it like there's like do you know what I mean? Like there's amazing amateurs coming through, mate. It's crazy the level they at. Even when you go to shows now, the amateurs are all like super good and like
Yeah.
it's like professional level fights. The amateurs are just professionals that haven't went professional now. Like that's why like when people like you could like you can't even have an amateur fight for fun now. Like you know some people that would train for a bit and they'd be like, oh, I'll just have an amateur fight. It's like you literally get hurt. Like there's like people
Well,
that like
yeah.
take it way too serious now.
Oh, yeah. Your nickname, Fish Tank. Can you give a bit of background how you got? I mean, is that your nickname?
My nickname, no, my nickname's Little Red. You mean just the gym? Where did the gym get its name? The fish tank.
Oh God, because I was going, okay, I was going by a bio. Is that what's in your bio on Instagram? I saw Fish Tank. I saw Little Red. But I mean, okay,
Oh,
Little Red. How did you come about getting that nickname?
um, so just one of my coaches, Terry Foy, used to call us Red because I've got like red hair. Do you know what I mean? Like he used to get. To be fair, he used to call us Young Red. He
Oh,
did. like young redhead. Do you know what I mean? Like young red. But
Hmm.
then we were at a fight, and they were like, "Oh, what's his nickname?" And I was like, and Terry was like, "Oh, young red." And then like I think Davey from the gym was like, "Oh no, it doesn't sound good. That say Little Red." So they called us Little Red at the show, and then that was it. I never changed it after that. Just stuck with it. So I them do get credit for that one. They give us that. They did.
What what is the one thing about you that fight fans, okay, they know you're a fighter, so I'm sure they know you work, you're a dad. Um,
I'm not a
but
dad. I'm not.
shit.
That's my sister's baby. Have you been on my Instagram?
Oh God,
I
I
just
fell
look
into
after my
that
sister's
trap.
baby.
Sorry, apologies.
That's funny, man. It's good. Yeah, we've only just met now, so you never know. It's mad, isn't it? Because you get like an illusion of social media of
Uh,
people, and then like it might not be like it's like a bit off, isn't it? Sometimes.
oh God, I'm
No,
have
no, it's my sister's baby. She looks a double of me though as well, doesn't she? The baby.
yeah, yes.
It's crazy.
Sorry, I mean, oh God, I mean, I'll try and edit that out.
No, no, just leave it, man. It's funny. It's
Uh,
funny.
what is the one thing about you that fight fans may not know?
Oh, you know, I'm not really that interesting outside of like that they might have thought I was a dad, and now they know I'm not. Um, but apart from that, no, what? Uh, oh, mate, you put us on the spot here. I'm probably struggling, you know, and I'm going to seem so boring now because I don't have a good answer for you.
No, it's not you.
Yeah.
Well, if you're gonna fight, if you're gonna, fight like that in the cage, there must be something, you know, about you that just whatever it is that people, people want to get to know you more because that's a craft, that's a skill that, of course, in today's day and age, with all the shit people talk and how they do it online, something that people prefer to make a lot of noise instead of, actions speak louder than words, if you know what I mean. If you've got a
Yeah, I
problem
know
with
what you
someone,
mean.
yeah.
No, no, I like to talk, me as well, you know. I've got no good answers for what I'm not
So
interested.
would you
I
be
just let
would you
let
be
it
a
be
good
interesting
shit
thing.
talker?
Um, oh, I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. It
Mm,
depends who it was against, doesn't it? Like if it was someone
yeah,
that was
yeah.
like a proper easy target, like be easy, but depends. I don't know. I think like to be honest, I definitely don't set off any trash talk. Do you know what I mean? Because I just think like because like do you know like most of these people that trash talk are
Yeah.
like they're always sitting next to each other. So it's like, but like, do you know what I mean? Like, and like,
Yeah.
let's be honest, like, especially like, do you know, like, fair enough, like, do you know when it's
Yeah.
bantamweights, because like maybe like the guy in the middle could get between them, but sometimes it's like middleweights and heavyweights and that, and like they definitely could just fight now, no one could stop them.
Hmm.
So like, I don't know, I think a lot of it's a bit like, just a bit like fake, isn't it? Really, like if you actually right there and you could actually kill each other right there and then you're just like acting like you're going to do it, it's a bit weird. But at the same time, like if somebody was giving us like a bit like Jip, I'd definitely give them a bit back as well.
Oh, yes, of course. Yeah, definitely.
It was just playful banter, do you know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
But
All
I
right.
think I can. Some people definitely take it too far as well.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. I think that may be what happened at the last UFC event with Makachev's team and Dylan Dennis, and that started that brawl
I don't know
the
what you.
season out. Yeah.
I haven't actually watched. I only seen the brawl, right? I don't actually know what happened apart from what was he doing? Just walking around and then did that
I
Chango just sly him or something, and then they all just knocked him. Is that what
I
happened?
he I heard what he was doing was going around taking the piss, sitting in fighters' seats, sitting where he wasn't supposed to be sitting, and then I think he must have pissed off Makachev's team. They told him to go away. He just refused and kind of was cut between chirping and chirping, and then they just had enough and put his ass on the ground. Oh yeah.
It's a mad one, like. But I don't get
Okay.
what Dylan's goal is with it though. Does he think he's going to get
You
signed
see,
by the UFC?
I've been thinking about it myself because first of all, people know him to be a mixed martial arts fighter, but so far I think his record has just been one fight, at least one professional fight anyway. And apart from that, it's just been going on smoke and hype and just saying something controversial to offend someone and just kind of living off the reaction, the likes, that kind of thing. But actually competing, he hasn't done that in a long, long, long while. Let me put
Yeah, I
it that the
mean,
much I know.
I definitely know he won his last one, but I don't know like that's what I mean. I don't get if his goals to get signed off the UFC. I don't think like what he's doing is gonna work. Like I
Mm.
could be wrong, but like I just don't think them. Because I just think they look at him and think, oh, he's going to bring us loads of like. He might sell a canny few bit. Then he might sell a bit, but I definitely think he'd bring them loads of chew as well. So I don't know.
Mhm.
Maybe though,
Yeah.
definitely would sell a bit.
All right. Next question that I'm trying to ask guys that I interview your dream opponent and venue. The one opponent that if you well, whoever it may be, opponent and the venue.
Oh, do you know, right? I actually like don't care about opponents because like at the end of the day, they're just like it doesn't really matter, does it? Like if you really think about it, like they're just there to like perform with, or like they're like
Yeah.
it doesn't matter. Like it's just like a guy that you're fighting. So like I don't like. I definitely think the event and like what you're fighting for is more important. So it would just be like a massive title. Like I want to win a world title, mate. That would be good. Do you know what I mean? Like I definitely think if you win a world title in like a big organization like Octagon, you can definitely say your career has been a success. So I reckon if I can get that, that would be pretty sick. So like I would like
Mhm.
to build up through it. Like I'm not like saying like, oh, I want to fight for it straight away. But like I reckon that's a good goal to have, especially in like the long term. Like I normally like to keep my goals quite small, so I can like achieve them more often. but
Yeah.
uh but like that would be good. Like to like win a world championship in an organization. So that would be like a good like one to have. And then I don't know, it would have to be a big stadium, wouldn't it? But I
Yeah.
think sometimes, like do you know like the open air stadiums? Like I
Yes.
don't know whether they're as good as like like they're like the closed up ones where like it seems more like intimate and like there's loads of people piled on top of each other. I think like sometimes they're better, so I don't know. I'd like to fight like I don't know, so, like everyone like they all cliche, aren't they? Like all the good ones, like just like anywhere good. Like Vegas would obviously be mint, like in one of the big casinos. That would be insane. I don't know. I'd like to fly all over the world, me, mate. Like, hopefully, I just get to like fly and like fight in every part of the world eventually. But I just have to start chipping them off one by one. Obviously, I'm gonna get a lot of like, gonna get a few cracked off here and there. Not so distant future with Octagon, I hope. So
If you're talking about venues, whether it's open or closed, I think you want probably a venue that can take the most number of live eyes and audience, because then you've got number of the most number of live people watching your performance and watching you competing against your opponent. Do you know what I mean? Because
yeah,
you got a lot more eyes there and bums and seats watching you.
yeah. I think I just mean like as in like as well like those like sometimes they have like big stadiums, but I don't think like if the people are more spread out, I feel like it sort of kills like the atmosphere of it a bit. You know what I mean?
Sure, yeah. Um, I know it might be early days because it hasn't been too long since since your win at Octagon 79. But has there been talks about when your next fight date might be?
So, do you know what, right? I actually need it. I don't actually know how much I'm allowed to say, like with where I'm at with fights and stuff, but I've definitely been spoke to Octagon and I've definitely got sort of stuff coming up. I don't know how much I can say about like dates and stuff, but like it's not too far down the line, do you know what I mean? Like we've got like a fight, I think. Like I don't know, like I don't know how much I'm allowed to say. Like honestly, I don't like I just know that I'm like talking to them. I think I'm gonna have something soon. Like
Yeah.
I don't know, like I honestly don't know what I'm allowed to say. So
Mm.
I like I like they've got they've offered us like we've spoke, but it's like we're just waiting to see what happens. So I'm waiting for them to announce it. To be honest, like I don't like know what the crack is on their end and stuff. So I don't even know what I'm allowed to say. That's the thing
Okay,
with it.
but
So like I don't know. I'm a bit stressed about it.
something is in the work, something is in the pipeline.
Yeah, there's something in the pipeline. That's it. But they now it's announced yet, and now it's like set in stone. I don't think so. Unless somebody lets me know that like
Mhm.
right, everything's gone. I don't know. So hopefully something very soon though. I've honestly, mate, I'm just buzzing that I'm that I've that I've got this like something coming up, mate. Like and that I'm like in talks and stuff because obviously I went through phases where like there was so much time in between. So I'm keen to get going. Like I would have liked to be on this card with James if I could have. Obviously I can't now. Like that's fine. But I'm just like I think that's coming up soon. So I don't think I'm going to be on that one. But now like I think they would have let us know by now. So. I think that's it. On to the next one. let's get it cracking. I'm so excited, mate. You know, I think it's going to be like, I think only good things are going to be coming from for a good while.
I look forward to seeing you in the cage again as soon as they make an announcement or you can start talking about it more publicly.
Yeah, yeah. Like I say, I don't even know. Like maybe I would be allowed like to say like more about what we've been like, what they've said and said like what we've spoke about. Like, but I don't know. So I just rather keep it zipped for now.
Sure,
Do you know what I mean?
sure.
But I think I'm gonna have something very soon to like be able to announce to people, and then that'll be good. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Last but by no means least, shout outs. Any shout outs you'd like to give to
oh, you're
anyone?
doing it again. Every now, now I've got to shout out everyone I know.
No,
um,
when you fight like how you fought at Oxford 79, in future you keep raking those wins. I've said this to other fighters I've spoken to. The list of shout outs you have to shout out to gets longer and longer and longer every time.
That's the problem. But the thing is though, right? You should only shout out the people who like sort of you were with you in the beginning. Do you know what I mean? To be fair, like I've got good mates, me. You know, not many of my mates are like fickle, like so. I've got like good mates, so most of mine are sound. Do you know what I mean? I don't really have to worry about that. But there's definitely some people that you just know. You're like, you definitely. If I'd have lost that, you wouldn't have been like this sound. Do you know what I mean? So you got to watch out. But. Aye, for the most part, everyone's been sound in that, mate. So just I go off on a proper tangent, mate. You know, I'm probably lost off
No,
now.
it's all right.
Sorry, mate.
Nathan, thank you so much for coming on the show. And look, I really do look forward to inviting you back on again, and hopefully another time whereby you have a lot longer to chat with me. I'm very grateful and very happy for you to come and join me for a chat. Thank you so
Oh, thanks for
much.
having us on, mate. I appreciate it. So thank
Thank
you.
you. Guys, if you've watched the episode all the way to the end, please don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. You can also catch the audio versions of the podcast on Spotify, iTunes, and Google Podcasts. And Nathan, you are actually my first guest I've had since the podcast has hit the 1000K, not 1000K, the 1000 subscriber mark.
Oh, congrats, mate. Good
So
spot.
thank you, thank you very much. Well, once again, thank you for coming on, and I will chat to you later.
Right. See you
Take
later, then,
care.
mate. Thank you.
See ya.